Hello guys, Sirgrandolot here, with good old Gaya in the background. We need to talk a little bit about her, because a lot of people, rightfully so, were very excited about Narja, our first 5-star limited combatant. Not seasonal, but limited regardless. She will eventually be added to the standard banner, but it will take a while. And Gaya deserves a video on her own, because she's an extremely specific kind of partner. She's so specific that if you do have Narja and you want to pull for Gaya, you need to at the very least think about it a bit. Because the bonuses that she provides are not something that, if one day you have a different controller that you want to play, you just stick Gaya to that controller and you will be happy with it. She's basically just going to be a stat stick for many other combatants in the game. The reason is that the bonuses that she provides, the only one that is really generic and useful for everyone is increase the assigned combatant's defense by 8%. Okay. And then she adds 20% defense-based damage amount to the combatant's instinct card. So this line only applies to the controllers that are instinct. In addition to that, this last line, when using a unique attack card of a assigned combatant with an original cost of 6 plus 20% damage amount to everyone. This might as well read, when you use a card of Narja, 20% damage to everyone in the team. That is how specific this card is. This ability is. Luckily, the ego skill is generally useful, because for a free cost you get 4 hits of defense-based damage, which can help to break the tenacity bar of an enemy, and you draw an attack card. Drawing any card could sometimes be better, sometimes you prefer to draw specifically attack cards, but at the very least the ego skill has some general value. But the problem overall is, let's say you do not have Narja, and you look at this and you're thinking, oh no, it could be great, because there are some cases where a partner, or in other games, weapons, light cons, are so good that even if you do not have the character for whom that weapon, whatever, was designed, you're still tempted to get it, because it could fit a multitude of your characters. Gaya only really fits Narja. There we go. For the other characters, not really. You can just stick to the 3-star option, to the 4-star option, and if you have it, the Battle Pass option. Alisa is going to be absolutely fine. Arwen is going to be absolutely fine. And if you do have Nyx, she has an incredible value because she's good for every controller in the game. Absolutely every controller. You can give Nyx to all of your controllers and you will be happy, to the point that I have debated for a long time about getting a second Nyx. So that when I'm playing multiple teams, each team can have one Nyx, and I don't need to worry about pulling for other controllers. So if you do not have Narja, don't worry about Gaya. Don't even open the rescue tab, she's not worth it. If you do have Narja, how important is Gaya for her? She's good, but she's far from being a must-have. And to the point that if your currency is a bit on the low end, like if your crystal amount and pool amount looks a bit like mine, you know, you have 40, 50 pools, so you're not really guaranteed to get Gaya. Maybe you will have to wait until the end of the banner, meaning that then you will have nothing left for the new banners at the next half of the patch. If I were you, I would skip. If you have a lot of resources, and Narja is among your favorites because she has floppy ears and we must protect her because she's a lovely character, which is something that I approve of. One of my credos when it comes to gacha games is that when I do like a character a lot, I want to get the partner, weapon, light con, whatever for that character, even if a spreadsheet tells me that it's not good. Even if, you know, oh no, Sirgrandolot, it's just a 0.5% improvement over something that you already have. I don't care. I want to get the best for best girl. If you do fall into that field of thought, I approve it. You can get Gaya for your Narja. Narja is going to be happier. But if you have to drop your crystal resources extremely low, or if you have to spend a bunch of currency here, which takes a while to build up, even if you're giga whaling, it takes a while to build up this currency, I would honestly skip Gaia. She's lovely, Narya is lovely, but we just got Serenial. Now we're going probably, I don't know, but there is probably going to be a few normal, non-seasonal characters, and then we're going to get another seasonal character eventually. And we've seen Serenial, we've seen how good she is compared to the previous one, Haru, Yuki, and Kizuru. So, you know, before spending resources either from the shop or crystals for a partner who is good but extremely specific and just for a combatant, I would think about it multiple times, maybe wait until a bit later in the banner so you can choose also based on which combatant we will get next. Because at the moment we don't know. There are rumors, but we don't know yet. So, yeah, do your shopping accordingly and don't feel like she's an absolute must-have. Absolutely not. She's a fine partner, but to be honest, if I was with low resources, rather than getting Gaia, I would do a Swiperuni, maybe skipping a couple of Starbucks coffees, and I would just get a battle pass. The Archeonian supply, and I would wait, and I would get Nyx from here. Nyx is amazing, she fits for every controller in the game. Absolutely all of them can use all her abilities, and her ego skill is phenomenal. If you do not want to spend any money, it's fine, you don't need to get the battle pass. But Gaia is... she get a thumbs up, but not a recommendation from yours truly. Bye guys, take care.